Hello, 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 and welcome to day number 2. I really hope that yesterday was not so hard. I really hope that you took this very serious and that you are giving your body so much nutrient and also removing a few of the things that we normally eat on a day-to-day basis and just giving our body a nice fresh start. So, yes, we are going to continue to leave out those refined carbs. Yes, we're going to continue to remove those for the rest of the we're on day number 2. We have 6 more days to go. Not so bad, okay? So keep it out and keep going. And I hope that you wrote down something that you were truly grateful for yesterday. So, without further ado, let's jump start to day 2. Day 2 is what we call the sugar day. Yay! This is the day. Now, you know we were going to talk about some sugar, right? Um, this is known as Sugar Day, like I said, and we want to focus on just the basic stuff, right? We're going to do the sugar beverages like the sodas, the juices, the energy drink, the sweetened teas, the sports drink. I forgot this, but oh, we do have it, the sweetened coffee and tea. So we sometimes some of us go to Starbucks or even Dunkin' and we get the Frappuccino with the whipped cream, then with the caramel drizzle, and then the extra caramel drizzle. Yeah, not this week. We're not going to do that this week to our body. All right. So we're going to remove the flavored yogurts and we're going to remove the granola bars and the snack bars. We're going to just remove the sugar this week. So we're just going to keep adding on and adding on and adding on. And so, again, these are just little snippets of just a bigger program, right? But we're condensing it all really quick. So it's going to take a lot from you to be able to remove a lot of these things. If you eat sugar on a regular, like you have your coffee, and in your coffee you put 5 packets of sugar, or 4 packets of sugar. I am not going to ask you to go completely cold turkey. That would be insane, right? You're going to do it slowly, small, and gradually. And so if you did 5 sugars in your coffee, I want you to put 4 sugars. And then day 3, try to do 3 sugars. And then day 2, day 4, try to do 2. And if you can only stay at 2 and that's as palatable as it feels for you, then just stay there for the rest. But at least you can give yourself a check mark to say, hey, I reduced it, right? So we're going to remove most and reduce what you can. If you normally get the Frappuccino, remove that. If you normally have 3 cans of Coca-Cola, or 3 cans of Pepsi, then go down to 2. The recommendation is none because it isn't the best beverage for you. We're going to now up our water, right? So what are we going to replace that with? You're going to replace it with water. You're going to replace it with yeah, oh, I have one right here. I have a sparkling water. So replace it with a sparkling water. I am not doing anything that I'm not telling you anything that I don't do for myself. I am not the biggest water drinker, but I do my sparkling water. So I know you're going to be removing a lot of those sugar beverage, and we're going to talk about water later on this week. But we have to really get out of the sweet teas and the lemonades and the sports drink and the energy drinks. Uh, Fruit punches, all of that. If you have already removed a lot of this is going to be easy. Just find those other things that you put sugar in. And the diet Cokes and the diet Sprites, well, there's something in there that still makes it flavorful. And so that is the sugar. Okay, on our labels, we have a lot of hidden sugars. And of course, I cannot get into our sugar test that I would normally do within our 12-week program. We'll go through like a checklist and look at all the different names of the sugars and stuff. But today, this week, and for this week's purpose, we're going to focus on what we do day to day. These are the everyday things. And it starts with what you do in the morning. If you normally have tea, you should be able to reduce the number of scoops you put in there. If you normally have sugar, reduce the number of scoops of sugar or the packets of sugar that you put in there. During lunchtime, opt for water and opt for sparkling water. and stay away from the sugar this week. No yogurts, no ice cream, none of that. So we're going to remove the sugars from our meal today. All right, so I have it down here where it says with the removal of sugar, there needs to be an increase in your water intake. Your target should be about 8 cups of water. So do as many as you can. I am averaging now, like that is something on my to-do list. It's been on my to-do list for like almost a year. And I do anywhere between 5, sometimes 5 is my least, and 8 is probably my most. That's like a great day. But I average about 6 and 7 glasses per day. And I try to get 2 out the way right in the morning. And before I go to bed, I do the other 2. And then sporadically throughout the day, I'll have sparkling water and regular water. So mix it up, but flush your system with more water because you're going to be removing a lot of that, a lot of the sugar. Okay? I know it's a tough day, but you're going to do it. You can do this, and you will, because this is about your body. This is about getting your body ready, right? So let's talk about sugar and what it does to your body. So we know that excessive sugar intake, particularly from added sugar and sugary beverages, can contribute to weight gain and obesity. Sugary foods and drinks are calorie dense, but often lack essential nutrients, leading to overconsumption of empty calories. Additionally, high sugar intake can disrupt hunger and your satiety hormones, meaning you don't know when you're even full or hungry. So you're just drinking, and that sugar spikes the insulin, and so you're craving for it even more, right? And that leads me to the second point. Consuming large amounts of sugar can lead to insulin resistance, where the body cells become less responsive to insulin, right? I do know that I have clients who sometimes they have to have a sip of orange juice to keep that up because they're on medication for diabetes. Listen, your body speaks to you, so that if you need that, then I encourage you to go ahead and do it. But we are still going to remove it as much as possible. You're still going to get your sugar in because you're going to be eating more fruits and more vegetables. And so your fruits will have some sugar in there. It will be sweet enough to give you what the body needs. But again, if you're on medication and you need to have a sip of orange juice because your blood sugar level dropped low because now you took out the carbs, which turned into sugar. Now that sugar is gone. Now you're taking out real simple sugar. Now that's gone. So you may have fluctuation. If you do, please consult with the doctor, or make sure you just have a sip of orange juice, or have whatever that thing you need to get you back into a zone where you are in a healthy state. Okay. So you don't want those rapid spikes and the crashes in the blood sugar level. That's what the sugar does to you. The more you do it, the more you get. Like I used to have 2 or so sugars in there. Now I don't have any sugar in my coffee. So I don't have that crash that I normally have at like that 3 o'clock, or like that dip in the afternoon. I no longer do that. And I just started removing sugar completely. I would say maybe it's going on about 3 months. I had reduced mine from from 3 to 2 to 1, and I was at 1 for a very long time, and now I'm at 0. So again, slowly but gradually. All right. Again, fatty liver disease, certain cancer, dental problems, heart disease, obesity. These are just some of the regular diseases that is associated with excessive sugar consumption. And so we're trying to help her. Again, that's why I wanted your mindset to be right. This is not about just the pounds that you're going to lose. This is about the kindness that you're doing to your body by removing some of these harmful sugars that we'll eat on an everyday basis. Okay. Lots of questions. What are some alternative sweeteners that you can use? Consider natural stuff like stevia, monk fruit, small amount of honey, maple syrup, as little as you can tolerate. That's going to make your juice or your tea or your coffee palatable. Will you experience any withdrawal? You probably will. So, very mild. I don't think anything crazy. I'm not asking you to remove the caffeine from your tea or your coffee, so you should not. But if you do, again, don't go cold turkey if you can't. Do it slowly and gradually over the next 6 days. Okay? How will this impact your weight and weight loss effort? It will eliminate a lot of the empty calories. So snacking gives you empty calories. This sugary beverages give you empty calories. So you are removing these empty calories, and it will definitely start to control your appetite and reduce your calorie consumption. I do not count calories, but it does. It absolutely does. They add up, right? Calories, calorie, empty or not, they're still calories. But it will help to reduce that. But we're so focused on just the benefits that it will have on our body. Can I still eat processed food that have no, no added sugar, no processed food, no refined carbs? Okay, so let's focus on whole foods, natural, as close to nature as possible, as close to God as possible. If someone made it and you can't read the ingredients, it's just not as close to nature and as natural as possible. All right, so that's what we're shooting for. All right. So for your check two, so you are going to continue to remove your wheat from your meals. You're going to remove all sugary juices and foods from your cabinet and from your meals. So reduce or remove sugar in your coffee and tea, no sodas or juices, or like I said, if you can go without the no soda and juices, I am telling you, game changer. If you can reduce it, still a game changer, because the less you have, the less you'll do it. And I'm going to ask, if you used to do 4 Coca-Colas or 3 Coca-Colas per day and you went down to 1 during these 7 days, I encourage you to keep that 1. Moving forward, I wouldn't reintroduce it back into your daily life. I would certainly keep it as I had a lady that she started the program and she did it twice. She did the 12 weeks twice. And the day she started, she committed to not having any more Diet Cokes than she normally did Diet Cokes. And for the 24 weeks I had her, she had not drank another Diet Coke. And she's like, that is no longer even a thing or taste. You go to the restaurant. So if you do it long enough, you will get that taste out of your mouth. It's just amazing what it does for you by eliminating that from your mouth. So some of the things that you will remove, before you reintroduce them, just be mindful of how much you're going to reintroduce. Okay, so just think about that. Listen to your body. Again, if you're diabetic and need a little juice, please have some. Fruits also provides essential nutrients and fiber. So you're going to continue to journal. This is really key. This is key. You have to journal. You have to write down what you ate today and write down the timing when you ate today. Try to be a little consistent with the time, the same time for breakfast, same time for lunch, same time for dinner. Try to do that at least today. Write down what went well, what you can do better for tomorrow, and again, what you're grateful for. I am grateful for you, for listening, and for taking the time out for doing this for you. All right, I'll see you in the next video tomorrow. Have a wonderful day, and please stay strong, stay with it, and say it. I can do this, and I will. All right, have a great day. Bye-bye.